Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll be home in a minute, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to this episode of Miguel's Minute. I got three legends in their own rights. One is a GOAT at his school, another one's a GOAT in the city, and the other one just an all around GOAT. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Y'all know me, man. Big Priest, call me Miguel, whatever y'all want to call me, man. I'm gonna let my guys go ahead and introduce themselves. We can start with Wit, because he ugly.
All right, I'm with Holcomb Fay. I coach at Forsyth Country Day School, founder and head coach for Dub Salem AAU program. I grew up in the area, played at RJ Reynolds High School, went on to play at Radford University, and then ended up playing overseas after that.
Word, word. We can go to Russ next.
Mike Russell, head basketball coach over here at RJ Reynolds High School, developer at CP3's Basketball Academy. Born and raised in Winston. That's the home, man. That's the home. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you was able to give me the opportunity to get onto your podcast, Priest. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, my guy.
Yes,
I
sir. Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you. And last but not least, Mr. Richard Daniels.
Yeah, I am not compared to the other two guys, so I'm gonna just keep my introduction short.
He's
Rich
modest.
Rich Daniels, currently head coach at Walkertown High School, born and raised in Winston-Salem, a graduate of Carver High School, and just appreciative of the opportunity, Priest.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for getting on, man. I look up to y'all. I'm the young blood in this whole thing, so I look up to you guys in the space as far as coaching and just growing up in Winston, seeing what y'all did, seeing y'all play, see y'all in the community, everything y'all do, man. I appreciate y'all. Russ, I tell you that all the time, but with you two and Rich, watching you play against Prep when I was a jit, used to watch them wars. Believe it or not, I almost became a Yellow Jacket because of you. but somebody came to Walkertown to snag me out of there. But nah, man. So this series is literally for everybody that don't know. This is gonna be a series speaking about the changes that's happened in the amateur sports, and I say amateur with a quote because it's not that much amateur anymore. It's more so of business now, and more so of what you can do for me, in the business now as far as sports goes. And with you guys being, coaches and seeing the space and understanding, you know, different aspects of it, and us all coming from different eras, being the youngest, dealing with the most recency as far as you can say, I'll start it just based off what I've seen change. And that's going to be our first topic is like, what's changed? What's changed in the climate of basketball or sports in general. It don't even have to just be basketball. It could just be all sports in general. What's changed? And for me, I wrote two things down. My first thing that I put down is something that if you know me, you know this is the part that I respected the most, and that's the grind. The grind ain't the same. I think that's what changed. The kids don't grind. The parents don't grind. So it's making the kids feel like anything could be handed to them. And then the second thing I feel like is just the kids don't have the will anymore. They don't have will. I think they feel like they can get money or fame or popularity in so many different ways that they don't have the will to be a high level athlete. And that's just from what I see. And when I was a coach, y'all know I coached a few years at Tabor or whatever. That's something that I seen in the kids. Like I would see some hella talented kids, super talented kids, but they not getting where they want to go because I feel like they're not putting the work in. Even if it's just an extra couple minutes after school or after practice, get some shots up. They don't do that no more. It don't seem like. It seems like they just want to go home, get on the game, or go talk to girls or whatever. And granted, we were all in high school. That's part of the game. That's part of being in high school. It's part of being a teenager. But when I was in school, and I could probably say the same thing from when y'all was in school, we had something that we wanted to, get. We wanted to get scholarships. We wanted to, not make our parents pay for college because they couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? And we wanted to be able to do different things and put ourselves in a position to be successful by any means necessary. And I don't see that with the kids now, man. So I'm gonna start with Rush because he's the older statesman out of all of us, as we see by that gray in his beard. We're gonna we're gonna let him start off, man, because he's seen it all. He's seen Rich, he's seen my era, he's seen Wit era, he's seen it all. So Rush, you tell me what have you seen change in the climate as far as the sports go right now in high school?
Well, I mean, I mean, it's a lot of different things, man. But I think the biggest thing in leverage, I think the leverage has shifted to where we really thought the most out of the Carolinas and we thought the most out of the Dukes, and we really held them to a high regard. Like I would do anything to get a scholarship to these schools. Uh, but you know, man, like you say, the leverage has shifted to where I think it's more the kids. Well, the narrative is it's like Duke can do so much for me, but now it's I can do so much for Duke. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like Duke is on the other side of it. The Carolinas on the other side of it, where it's like, just like you mentioned earlier, like what can you do for me?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the players have gained a lot more leverage in that, in a sense where you got to really step up to the plate, man, and give us a reason to want to come to your school other than your tradition, your wins, your championships, the coaching, all these things, man, have really shifted the kids' approach to it in a sense where it's like, yo, I'm the ticket. You need me. I don't need you.
Yeah,
So whenever we went to that shift, man, it really hurt as far as kids putting in the extra work, the extra time to really achieve these huge goals that they had set. Like we had huge goals, man. Like
for
I
sure.
don't I don't think the goal setting is as high, but you also looking into a situation where a lot of the game has been individualized, man. Like we grew up where it was team first, it was team
Mm-hmm.
first success, and whatever we got on the back end, was a bonus. But now, man,
Yeah,
it's all about individualism. Um, and again, it's hurt us in a sense where we really got a lot of selfishness. And again, man, some of that selfishness is warranted, because you got to be a little bit selfish in trying to achieve what you want to achieve. But we also had that balance of whatever we wanted to achieve. We wanted to make sure it was being done within a team setting too, man. So
absolutely.
those are the two biggest things that I've kind of noticed. It's like I said, it's more, but I'll let Rich and Whit weigh on a couple of things of their opinion as well.
Let's get to it. What you got to say, man?
Um, the two things that jump out to me are the amount of options that these kids have. I think that confuses a lot of them, whether it's training, whether it's what team they can play for. I think that has a lot to do with it, and then the internet, the write ups, the rankings, like they're playing for the wrong reasons. And I think we're in a culture now where they'll go to four different trainers and train all day, but then won't play that. They don't. This era doesn't play pickup anymore, so
At
you
all.
don't really learn how to use what you're working on. And a lot of trainers, not all trainers, but a lot of trainers are just teaching you maybe what to do and not when or how. But I do think there are a few trainers, mostly coaches that train too. I think they'll teach the how. But a
Yeah,
lot of trainers might just teach you like what to do, but you don't know when to do it. You don't know why you're doing it.
for sure.
I think a combination of a lot of those things. I mean, we used to play pickup all day. We would play pickup 2, 3 times a day, and I think you just learn stuff from pickup.
I agree.
I think you learn an individual aspect and a team aspect because obviously it's not organized like if you were in a practice or if you were on a real team. So
Yeah,
you do have the individualism, but then you are out there with 5 on 5, and you have to figure out how to win so you can stay on the court.
absolutely.
So I think those three things. I just think these kids have way too many options. Like they can go to too many different. When we were growing up, we didn't have that many options. We went to the Y, or we knew one per, or our
Mm-hmm.
training was also different. We would go train with our homeboys and then maybe play 1-on-1 or 2-on-2.
21. Play
Yeah,
21 all day.
21. Like we had games that we played and we did that together, and you had to be creative. You had to use
Mm-hmm.
your own imagination. You didn't
Yeah.
have a trainer that you were paying that were telling you what to do. You
Yeah,
had to figure out what to do.
that's a fact.
And I think those are two of the main differences from our generation to the generation now.
Well, like what you just said is like to me, that's like nail on the coffin. Like
Mm-hmm.
basketball to me, this is my personal opinion. We've been taught this our whole life. Like a lot of it's mind and the rest of it's physical, right? To me, a lot of that shit is instinctual. Playing pickup my whole life brought me instincts
Yep.
playing basketball. It taught me how to do things in certain situations, and taught me how to react to certain things in certain situations that kids now don't know how to do. And I say don't know how to do because they literally don't know how to do it. They'll drill and like train all day doing the same moves, but you're not going to do that 9 times out of 10 in the game. You might do that one thing that you train all day one time,
Well,
one time in 5 games,
and they'll do it in the wrong time or the
in the
wrong,
wrong
like they
time.
don't
Yeah,
understand when to do it. Like those
yeah,
moves are beneficial, but in certain times, and
a
I
hundred
think they
percent,
don't know that either.
100%. Well, Rich, look, let's get into you, man. You're in it, like really in it right now. With the you've been in it for a while with these youngins. You go ahead and
Yeah.
speak on what you believe, man, is going to like attribute to what's going on right now, man.
I think we all gonna end up saying the same things just because I think we all got a kind of the same mindset when it comes to basketball. Um, the first thing I'll say is like I don't think a lot of kids love basketball anymore.
Whoo, that right there is the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
That is the
Like,
truth.
and when I say love basketball, like eat and sleep basketball, and that's it. Like, if option A is I'm going to college, they gonna do whatever. And so I think, like Witt said, it's just too many options.
Hmm.
Yep.
Where I don't have to go to the gym all day because my mama said I need to take a break, or you know what I'm saying, like.
Hey, Rich, when we were coming up, if you didn't make your AAU team, you had to wait till next year.
You had to wait till next year, and even on top of that, it's like when we go to the gym and play pickup. If you wasn't one of those guys, you don't get on the court. You
And
know
you
what
will
I'm saying?
sit on the
So
sideline the whole time.
you will sit on the sideline, or if you do get on there, you setting the screens. So I don't think that they love basketball enough. And then again, I think there's good exposure and there's bad exposure when it comes to training and all of those things. I know we probably gonna touch on that, but I think sometimes the bad exposure is what makes them feel like they got so many options because
Hmm.
you're looking at a Twitter highlight or you're looking at an Instagram highlight, and it looks like this guy is really good, but in reality, that might be the only point he got. So it's just
Hmm.
a
Yep.
lot of that stuff, man, is changing the game, man. And so, I would say bad exposure and just not really having a plan A and sticking with plan A.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, like the plan A, plan B. To me, there was no plan B. Plan B was stay at home and figure it
Yeah,
out. Plan
yeah,
A was get a scholarship and that's it by any means necessary. And I feel like everybody that's on this call can attest to the same thing. And like y'all, everybody's touched on, there's so many options they feel like they have now. Like, oh, I could do this or I can do that, or like you said, Rich. That's one I've heard so many times. My mom said I need a break. A break from what? You're 15. You're 15, 16 years old.
yeah,
When I was 15 and 16, I was hooping and going to work right afterwards.
yeah.
And you know what, man? And when you speak on options, now I'm gonna tell you, and this is where the conversation gonna take a little bit of a left turn because
That's why we here. That's
I'm
why we here.
gonna tell you this. As I'm sure all of y'all were guilty of and my boy Trav would say chasing skirts. Okay?
Oh,
All
for sure.
right. All right. So when we start talking about options, I drove as a junior. I'm not sure when y'all start driving. Even as I'm driving, my options as far as girls didn't really extend far past Reynolds. You might have had a couple homies from back in the day that you went to middle school with that maybe went to North. I was supposed to go to North, so you had but the options of the time that can be spent on social media
Mm-hmm.
chasing girls, bro. Like, I
That's
mean,
facts
you
though.
can
That's real.
literally
Facts.
have one at every school, and you got to make time,
I can't,
just like
oh, bro.
you got to make time for all of them.
Yeah.
So, where you might think I don't have a lot to be going on, bro, like these kids are distracted. We ain't even throwing in the game.
Yeah, by
And
every
I'm gonna tell you,
yes.
and listen, I'm gonna tell you, I was a game head too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I play my little video games. I ain't gonna hold you. I
So
do my little thing.
Man,
these games,
TikTok, like they want to go make their
dog,
dance, man. They got a lot of
dog.
stuff to do.
It's a lot of
They
stuff
got
to
a lot of
do.
stuff
You know
to
what I'm saying? So when
do.
you start talking about plan A and these options, and man, they kids are so distracted
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
All right.
It's crazy. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying? So
there's good and bad to it. Like options are good things,
yeah,
but I mean, it can also it can also yield bad results.
Yep.
Oh
So
no, that's what I'm saying. The options I'm talking about are terrible, man. I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine having access
yeah,
to
phone,
girls at
man.
North Davidson.
Yeah.
We talking about North Davidson. We're not even talking about
That's a fact
maybe
though.
just one of the sweet singers from
That's a fact
Carver.
though.
You
That's a
we
know what
fact
ain't
I'm
though.
see
saying?
we ain't
Like,
see that we ain't see that till maybe college.
Yeah.
dog, like I
Yeah.
mean, it's so
Yeah,
kids are so distracted nowadays, man. They don't know what to put their time into nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
even when you start talking about these guys being able to make millions of dollars off their my player.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like streaming is a thing now. Like you can
Yeah.
get, I mean, just crazy bread now all being in front of your phone, in front of your
Yeah, computer.
computer.
Yeah.
It's
And it's
tough. It's tougher for them to love it the way we loved it.
oh, no
Right.
question. It ain't even
Right.
close. It's
I
not
Yeah,
agree
even
with that.
close, man. Like
yeah,
we
Now,
did it more or less out of a necessity.
no,
You know what I'm
yeah,
yeah.
saying?
yeah,
And I think that's where their entitlement comes from nowadays. Like I mentioned earlier, where it's like they have the leverage now because again they just got this sense of entitlement that really shouldn't be there because you ain't that nice.
Yeah.
ding, ding,
But
ding, ding, ding.
you know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
I had to let my team know in practice the other day. I hurt a few feelings.
Look, and that's what they need. So we talking about like they have all these options and they have the distractions. I mean, we
Yeah,
had distractions, right? But
Yeah.
we had parents in place that, hey, get your shit together. Like
true,
tap in. Like that shit ain't about to be what you about to be on. It's either you gonna
Yeah.
do this or you gonna bring your ass home and do this. That's what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
true, true.
Now, to me, I see a lot of these kids. They parents allow this shit. The parents allow them to go off the Richter and do whatever they want to
Absolutely,
instead of doing what's necessary for them to be successful. And then what blows my mind the most about that statement I just made is these same parents have the audacity to ask us as coaches why my kid ain't playing or why my kid ain't getting scholarships.
Yeah.
What what are we talking about? Like really, what is the issue here? So for me, my next question and next topic for y'all is: are the parents a problem, and how can they become a solution in this? Because they play a major part in this as well.
You want
Whoever
to
wants
go,
to go,
Russ?
whoever.
I'll speak just because I think am I no Chris you I forgot you slid baby girl in there on me I
She about this
right
tall now.
right that's crazy I but you know man parents we got a tough job man we got a tough job because um you know you can be out there in them streets, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily thugging, but you can be out there at the wrong place at the wrong time, hanging with the wrong crowd, or you could be in the safe space of this house.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where I got my eyes on you, I know where you at. You in your room, you playing the game. So I mean, how harmful is playing the game all day?
Right.
When you start trying to compare it to some of these boys trying to get outside and get into shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I much rather have mine in the crib playing the game than out here possibly having unprotected sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough, man, when you start talking about what's different in our generation and their generation. I think we trying our best to keep an eye on our kids, but at the same time, man, like we want them to go out there and experience life and make their mistakes and do all these different things. But you know, again, we're just in a tough position. And when you start looking at the training, like the paying for training, I mean, it's you need it. I mean, you do need skill development. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Like I don't think you necessarily got to go and train with six different trainers, but you need that skill development. But I think parents have got into this situation where they're trying to provide all of the things that they didn't have. And now we
Yeah.
raising spoiled, entitled kids. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving them the opportunity to get out here and really earn stuff. We're not really giving them the opportunity to get out here and really go through adversity and figure out how to maneuver through it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
But they got options.
yeah, it's a lot of options. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, it's tough, but you got to be careful with kids because kids are real literal nowadays. They have all these clinical terms of we might have got sent to our room on some punishment type shit. Now these kids be like, yo, I got mental health. I
Yeah.
got anxiety. All these different things where we're trying to keep these kids in some type of bubble where they don't have to go out and experience anything negative.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Whether it's, daddy ball, you building your own team, all these different things, man. So parents are a big problem, but I think it's tough finding the solution because at the end of the day, man, you don't want your child to resent you. And these
I feel
kids,
that.
man, they will resent you just like that. I know mine, bro, just off coaching, he thinks coaching is hating. It's like, no, Nick, I'm coaching you. It's not that I don't believe in you. I want you to
Yeah.
do this better to increase your chances of achieving your goals.
Yeah.
But he take it like, yo, man, you always on me. You always like, you know what I'm saying? So again, man, it's gentle parenting, tough love parenting, man. I think we all trying to get through it and figure it out. But if I do figure it out, I'm gonna write a book on it and I'm selling it. I'm selling it for a nice little amount of money, man, because I think we all going through the same issues for sure.
No, it's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, your camera went off. I don't know if you know that, but your camera went off. Oh, yeah, you
I'm
right.
back. Nah, it
Yeah, you
was
back
some
now.
hand gesture thing that kind of popped up on my phone. I didn't know what that was. And I'm looking at y'all and I'm like, dog, they froze.
Nah,
They
you
not
froze,
they
fool.
not giving me no head nod in agreement or nothing. They just
Hey, that's that elder statesman right there, but
Hey,
that boy
nah.
don't know.
Hey, my boy got the iPhone 12.
hey, chill.
Because,
Hey,
because, because he nothing but the demon brim.
that's it, bro. That's it. Hey, all right, wait, go ahead, man. What you got? I know you got something. I know you got something.
Nah, I love my parents. Don't do that. um, nah, the one thing I will say, the chasing that the kids do, I think that comes from the parents as well. Like I think the parents got to get back to teaching their kids how to be a part of a team. Like I think on them car rides home, man, it just be all about
Them.
your individual self, what you can do, why you didn't get this play, why you didn't get that, why you. And
Hmm.
I don't think a conversation ever goes home with, how did the team do, or how could you should have found him more, or
Yeah.
you why didn't you block out there, or like, like that's never the
Hmm.
conversation in the car. I don't have a kid, so I don't know, but I believe, I feel like the conversation going home is always either you didn't get enough shots, or you didn't get enough this, you didn't get enough that,
Yeah.
and now you're not going to get an opportunity to get a scholarship because of that.
Well, and quit. I hate to interrupt, bro, but it ain't
No, go
just
ahead.
necessarily what you didn't do. They'll also throw other kids' names into it. Like, why
Yes.
is he getting to do this,
Yeah.
and why is he getting to do that? So now you almost kind of developing this resentment for your
Hmm.
homeboy teammate, and now I'm like kind of conflicted because I don't know if you know what I'm saying. So it's both of those, man. Like you are 1,000% right.
And then the coach has to coach that.
Yes,
Like the coach has to turn around and bring that back together after you some of you as parents have torn it apart on the way home.
Hmm.
absolutely.
So
Hmm.
like I think if the parents could try to like, I know it's tough, man. I know you're rooting for your kid. I get it. But at the same time, you're rooting for the team that your kid is on. So like if I'm a fan of LeBron and I'm rooting for the Lakers, I should also be rooting for Luca. I should also be rooting for Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if a parent could get to that point where like, man, I really like what your teammate did today, whatever his name is. Like
Yeah.
if they could get to that point, I think you could
You
take a
know,
step.
you know what's funny about that? Like I remember, bro, all our parents used to sit together.
Yes.
Oh, they be spread
Talking
out
shit about us.
talking shit about
Yeah.
To each
Oh
other.
man.
To each other.
Yeah.
To each
Yeah.
other.
Nah, it's
it's
terrible.
crazy, dog.
It's
For
terrible.
real, man.
Rick, on you, Rick.
Um, I think, I mean, and we all coach high school, so like, by the time they get to us, man, it's hard to break those habits. But like, it starts with like the youth basketball and the youth sports, and like allowing these kids to, one, if you're gonna play at the YMCA, and let's say the rules are the best kid gonna play 3 quarters. If your kid not the best kid, then you gotta either, one, be okay with that, or two, work with your kids so they can get better. You know what I'm saying? As a parent, so you hold the kids accountable at a young age. And I
Hmm.
think now parents make excuses, or like you said, the options of taking them to another AAU team, or hey, I'm gonna start my own AAU team, which is, man, there's so many of these mom and dad teams, and you know what I'm saying? They just look crazy out here, man. Like, especially in our area. You know,
Oh,
especially
that's
in
a
our
fact.
area, man. Like,
That's a
you know,
fact.
me and Wick talk. You know, we talked before about trying to do a
Yes.
team and merging. It's just like it's hard to get all these kids and parents on the same page in this city because everybody want to be the top dog. And
Everybody hating. They
to
say
be honest with
everybody
you,
hating.
we don't have but a handful of kids, and I can say that might be a stretch, a handful of kids that are that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's really like that at this point in time. And so,
And we're not going to because of the options. Like it's
yeah,
hard to like unless you just got a loyal kid that's been with you and he like that.
hmm
Like
yeah,
that's the only way you gonna have, and that's kind of how my AAU team been surviving. I have
yeah,
one or two like that, and then I just
yeah.
build on that.
Yeah, nah, it's. I mean, it gets to the point where like at Walkertown, I've had some really good parents. So if my parents see this, I love a lot of y'all, right? But the ones that I have had problems with, and they're no longer a part of the program, man, it's like I can try to help you as much as possible, but I mean, in 2 3 years when they're out of school, that kid gonna resent you.
100%.
He gonna
A
resent you
hundred
for
percent.
taking him away from a coach that love him, or taking him away from his friends where, you know what I'm saying, he's comfortable in that situation and he's actually learning, versus you selfishly wanting to, my kid need to be the guy. My kid need to play more than 10 minutes in a, you know what I'm saying? Like, some kids just ain't working hard enough to get those minutes in. And you got to earn that if you're talking about going to college.
That's a fact. And the college thing. The parents. I don't think they understand now. I don't think they understand now at this point how hard that shit really is.
No.
They don't understand that shit. And to all the kids out here, I don't give a damn. I don't coach no more. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna just tell y'all this right now. Them little letters y'all getting, them shits ain't offers. All right? I'm gonna tell y'all that shit right now. That shit ain't an offer. Unless you
Yeah.
hear from the head coach saying, "Yo, I'm offering you a scholarship," that shit is not an offer.
Yeah.
So I see so many kids posting that bullshit. I got an offer from this school. I got an offer from that school. Back in my mind, I'm like, no, you didn't, because I know you
Hey,
suck for real.
hey, shout out my boy O Block. He just got his first offer.
Shout my boy
Okay,
O
O
Block.
Shout
Block.
out my boy O
And
Block,
I know
Okay,
the
O
coach at
Block.
Newberry. That's a good dude. I
and
know the
that's a
coach at
real
Newberry.
one.
That's a good dude.
Yeah.
That coach at Newberry is a really good dude, and Owen will fit perfect in that program. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
And
Yeah.
but you know
And
what's crazy, bro? Like the numbers that Owen put up, bro. It's. I mean, I don't know how many kids are in Winston would not even come close to being
close,
Yeah.
able to score the ball the
like he
way
does.
O scores it,
Yeah.
and he just got his first
Just got
offer.
his first one.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Bro,
saying? Like,
look.
And he didn't chase though. He did it. I mean, he did it through the Spartans,
Yeah.
through big shots, through dubs. That like he did it through the like he didn't
He
go
did the
chase.
right way.
He didn't
yes,
go
bro.
chase one of these circuits.
Bro,
Yeah.
And
like,
again, I think kids like Owen, man, they need to come in and they the guys that kind of need to speak out on some of this stuff because just like leadership within your team, bro, they'll hear it a little bit different if it's coming from your peers.
I'm
Yeah.
telling
And
you,
I'm pretty
man,
sure
and
O be like, man, look, I was on the circuit, well not circuit, but all AU, bro, I averaged right at like 25, 28, 30, and still wasn't getting no looks, bro. Like that's how hard it is
Part
out
of
here.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's what,
man.
and I will say that it's harder for them now than it was for us, maybe in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
because like
Yeah.
when we were
Way
coming,
tougher.
I'm gonna just speak from my perspective. I played for Muse. If you know Muse, you know how connected he is. There was never a practice I didn't have 5 to 10 coaches in the gym. There was never a practice where I didn't have that many coaches in the gym. And my job as a player was to make these coaches be like, who the hell is who number 10? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that was my job. Now these kids have that, like you said, that them options. They can make a 1 minute highlight film of them just scoring, and
Yeah.
then they think that's gonna get them exposed. They
Hmm.
don't understand the real shit that it takes to do that.
Yeah.
Like I'm like when I was coming up, we had the Dave Tellep. I think y'all had that shit too. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
They
had the
tell it.
Dave
Ours,
Tellep.
ours, ours was Bob Gibbons. We
See,
had
see,
Bob Gibbons growing
I
up.
want I wanted to go to the Dave Tellep so fucking bad. That was my goal. Like as from a sophomore to a senior, that was my goal. Like I want to get to the Dave Tellep.
Yeah.
Never got to it, right? And guess what I did? Russ, you know me. I use any little thing like this big to my like to put a chip on my shoulder. Oh y'all
Right.
motherfuckers that want to make me go to the Dave Tellep? Junior and senior year I killed. And that's how I started getting exposure, right? I made my mark doing a lot of shit that everybody else on my team didn't do. Taking charges. I could score. I do all that shit.
Yeah.
But the shit that's
Man,
and this
these
is my
kids.
next point. This is my
Oh,
next point is
go
these
ahead.
kids don't have they don't separate themselves. They all do the same shit. What do you do different than that other dude that averaged 25
Mm-hmm.
points? What do you differently than the dude that averaged 30? What do you do different?
I
To
see. I
me, that's
I,
where the problem is.
I try to tell the kids I led my team in scoring, assists, and charges. Like they act like they too good to dive on the floor and take a charge,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like I was the best player on all my teams and the leader, and I dove on the floor the most and I took the most charges.
Hmm.
So like it's the sense of entitlement. I don't understand how these kids think they can average 7 points and not take a charge.
Yeah.
And look, and that goes to my next point: the difference in errors. Like that's where that shit comes from. It's just a difference in errors. Like
Yeah, because
I know y'all coach that shit. Y'all coach that. Like you may get your ass on the floor. Like, but a lot of these coaches, whether it be travel ball like Rich said and you, I knew to take charges from a jit from Coach Clark at
Mm-hmm.
Winston Lake. He was telling me to take charges, and then
Yeah.
when I'm playing at Reynolds Park, take charges. Like that's what it is. And I know y'all coach that, but a lot of coaches in youth and even high school, they don't coach that shit. They
Yeah.
coach what's verticality and
Walling up, yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, walling up and all that shit. They don't teach you how the shit that's gonna get you looked at from a coach. You know what I'm saying? If you take a charge from fucking Kennedy Meeks, you gonna get a look. You gonna get a look.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like the difference in errors, man. Like let's start. I'm gonna start with Rich on this one.
Yeah.
Rich, I want you to do like to tell me, man, like from your era, like shit, from your era, from what you seen with Russ and Witt to what
Mm-hmm.
you seen in my era, and then what you see now, bro. Like, what's the main things that stick out to you outside of what we've already spoken on as far as like the work ethic and shit.
I think everybody's afraid to compete against each other, right? Like they're so caught up on this is my homeboy that they don't want to compete. Like I tell people all the time, my closest friends that I hoop with, if I had a chance to play them,
They food,
I'm dogging you out.
they
Like,
food.
I'm dogging you out because one, it's bragging rights, right? Like, yeah, we in the gym that day and I might have kicked your ass that day. We gonna talk about it that day. You know what I'm saying?
And the next day,
You gotta wear that for the next look. If we in the group chat, you gotta wear that shit for the rest of the day. And then when we get back in the gym, I mean, shit, it's just basketball. And so, I think from Russ even all the way to y'all Priest, like I think that it was more of a competitive thing of like bragging rights in the city or bragging rights of who the best player and you know what I'm saying? It was like Winston has a tradition of putting kids in school, so I don't know what necessarily year that it stopped, but I feel like between Russ, I don't want you to tell your age, but what year did you come out? 99?
oh one,
A
Oh
oh
one.
one.
one. Don't try to make me older than what I am, Rich. All right, oh one, dog. Okay.
So
Travis of 99.
yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's y'all all in there together, but
No,
even
they old, bro. They real old. I'm oh one.
from
All
'01
right.
from '01 to Priest, what 13?
13.
I'm gonna even say
I say
Wait,
15 is when it stopped.
I'm gonna even say maybe 17 when Kami and them was in school. Like that's the last time I really saw a group of
Dogs.
kids like competing, like Darian Slade and you know what I'm saying, Kami and Quest and Chico and like those are guys that like really competed at a high level, and so they got to go to college and do all those things. But I just think these kids afraid to compete. Like they want to be cool after the game, or they want to post each other. I wouldn't dare. I love all y'all to death, but I wouldn't dare post not one highlight that y'all niggas had if we was playing against each other.
On God. On God.
Man,
On God.
I told them kids, man, if y'all don't stop posting these people clips, man, you work on your game and you get your own clips.
I never
Yeah,
understood it. I never understood that. I
yeah,
never understood why they like you play against somebody and they post them busting your ass and you repost it.
yeah. It's not gonna
What kind
happen.
of suck ass shit is that?
Yeah,
Like
it's not.
Nah,
It's
it's ball. It was Ball is Life, bro. Ball is Life. When Ball is Life came into the picture, everything changed.
mm-hmm.
Ball is Life brought in the
and
era
hoop
of the
mixtape.
highlight.
And hoop
Yep,
mixtape, yeah.
That's true.
yep.
Yeah, bro. When they came in, it was all about now. Even when you start talking about YouTube, like now everything is about self promotion. You putting out these highlights, and now
Yeah.
I got guys. You know what I'm saying? We got a fear factor going to Georgia to play
Yeah.
because somebody got a highlight tape where he killing it. So it's like, yo, we got to play so and so in the championship if we make it. So again, man,
Hmm.
it's so much of that, but it's also, and Wit, because he's a Braun fan, but Braun hater at the same time.
He will never admit it. He ain't gonna admit it on here. Look, he ain't gonna admit it
Listen,
on here.
I ain't know. Hold on. I
it's
ain't
the
no
super
Braun fan.
team.
I ain't
Yes,
no
you
Braun.
are. Yes, you are. You really are.
I respect Buddy.
Nah, see, I
I
got
don't
proof.
do that.
I ain't gonna put the proof out there, but I got proof. He
I
love
respect.
Brown.
I respect the
He
king.
really love Brown.
Listen. I blame the Boston Three Party.
It is.
Right when
So
they built that team, bro, and they went and won a championship
he didn't have no
that
choice.
year. Everything, like, bro, a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
changed to the point where it's like, yo, like, I much rather be on the team with my homeboys so we can have fun, and that's that Braun.
Yeah.
Braun
That
want to
is
have
because
fun.
Braun want to play AAU.
He
Yeah.
want to play AU,
Yeah.
bro, with
He
all his
do.
homies,
He
with the
do.
Fab
He do.
Five. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Where we out here having a ball while we play. You know what I'm
And
saying?
with Braun, I don't think is scared to compete. I think that's just what he wanted to do.
No, he just
Yeah.
want to have fun, bro. He just
Yeah.
want to have fun. Why he playing? Because it's so much. It was so much pressure. You know what I'm saying, on Braun to have to do X,
To
Y,
win.
Z.
To
He
win.
was just, yeah, he was just trying to balance it all out. You know
But
what I'm saying? But
these kids don't have that pressure. They need to
no,
go
they
do
don't.
something.
You are 100% right with it.
Yeah, they need to go do
None.
something.
No, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense that we have to even talk about that. Like you're playing a competitive sport.
Yeah.
Why the
Yeah.
fuck aren't you competing? Like
But
at a
but
high level,
Priest,
we compete in practice. Russ, how many team Winston practices that me and Mike Chambers damn near bite each other's fucking ears off,
see,
mad
bro,
at each other?
see again. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that era was really different. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
different. It was different.
And I'm telling you, bro, like, even I'm seeing it now. Like, there's no reason, and no disrespect to nobody playing fall ball AAU in the ninth grade. You should not be playing in no AAU tournaments in the fall
I
if
agree.
you are ninth grade and up, bro.
This
And
is a
again,
lot.
it's
Yeah.
just you playing meaningless basketball. That's
Mm-hmm.
why kids ain't diving on the floor.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a random tournament on the weekend. Like, it's just meaningless basketball, bro, week in and week out.
Oh, that's fall
Like,
ball. Like what is that? What is fall
it's
ball?
just, it's
It's like fall
just,
AAU.
yeah, fall
And
AAU.
Priest. And they have I can't cuss.
Yeah, you can.
They
Yes,
have
you can.
15 leagues.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
They got 15 different people running the league. That's why I couldn't even do my 2-on-2 tournament. I said that it's too much going on.
And it just it's watered down, bro. The shit
It
is so
is.
watered down now.
It
It's so
is.
it's
And the kids just want to go out there and show they move. Why don't y'all just get together and go play pickup? Like
That's it.
they really got leagues to where kids are just going to play pickup so they can show the move. Like,
bro.
And
Listen,
I,
make
bro.
and make a highlight tape, bro. And
yeah,
make a
When
highlight tape. That's
when
it.
I was in high school, we would leave on our lunch break and go play at Central Y at 12 o'clock with all the old heads.
Yeah.
Like that's what we would do. I
Yeah.
asked one of my kids when I was coaching that table. I said, "Bro, when y'all play pickup, I want to come play." The motherfucker literally looked me dead in my eye and said, "What the fuck is pickup?"
See, that's that Tabor education, bro. See, we wasn't doing stuff like that at Reynolds, bro.
no.
We was
First of all,
student.
I know Reynolds players don't play pickup. I know this for a fact.
What?
I know this for a fact.
Bro, what era? You talking about now?
My era.
Oh,
Okay.
you younger than me. I don't know about that.
Bro, I played, but
Listen,
my whole era played pickup. The class that I think stopped playing pickup was like questioning him, like he said,
After
because
that, yeah.
they used to hit me up to ask to play pickup. But when we was in college, they like, yo, can we come hoop? Hell
yep.
yeah, like
They don't.
that's
They don't. They don't realize how much you learn about yourself and other players when you play pickup, man.
hey,
You
wait,
ain't got
you
no
know,
coach telling you what to do. It's all unscripted.
bro,
Like,
it's so different. It's so different, and like now, I'm gonna give an example. Sorry, Dane, gotta put you out there. We playing pickup. Dane comes to play pickup with us. Everybody that knows me know it don't take much to get me started. They ain't talking shit to me for no reason. I'm just trying. I'm out there getting cardio. I don't play basketball no more. Russ. I don't have to run off the whole 12 straight on this boy.
Yes, sir. MV
But
Priest.
but it's
MV
just
Priest.
but it's just like
I can attest. He scored a few of them on me. I was on Dane Puck's team.
but it's just like but that's like I'm 30, bro, and I still got that competitive edge on me. You know what I'm saying to make me want to do that.
Yeah.
And and Dane's competitive. I fuck with Dane. I fuck with Owen. They gonna
Him,
come at me back.
they're old school type
Yeah,
action
they're
Yeah,
different.
players.
They're different.
yeah,
But a lot of kids, they don't compete at
yeah.
all. Like you can say one thing to them, and they whole mindset is fucked up.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I think the options and the parents and all that shit that they have now is what's keeping them from being as competitive as they should be. Cause they don't realize if you're not competitive, what the how you gonna get a scholarship? You competing for scholarships
Yeah.
The
against
best
a million other kids.
no, the best compliment I ever got. My head coach in college said I was the most competitive player he ever coached. I never wanted to be the best shooter, the best, even the best player, the most skilled, whatever. If you said I was the smartest or I was the most competitive, I was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, and see, that's how I was. Like I never cared about being the scorer guy or the dude that get the most points. Tell me I did some other shit good that I rebounded well, or I was the dog on the team. Like, oh, that boy got some dog in him. That shit right there go a long way for me. Cause
Yep.
like Russ said, the skill part, that y'all y'all ought to know me, bro. I didn't get skilled until maybe my junior and senior year of high school. And then in college, naturally, it got better. And that's when, playing with y'all and Russ being my coach in summer and, training me and shit, that got me better. But I always had that edge. I always had something. And that's something I see in almost 98% of these kids that they lack is a fucking edge. They don't have it to get to that level of getting a scholarship. That shit is not easy. And
Yeah.
let's say you get a fucking scholarship. When you get there, and that's why we see so many kids come bring their ass back home or they transferring every year. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you got a whole different mindset when you get there, that you are the guy and you don't have some kind of edge, you are automatically fucked when you get to the next level. You are fucked. I like I said, I'm not a coach. You fucked if you get to the next level. You are fucked. I'm all the kids out there, y'all getting scholarships and congratulations, and y'all going to college. I I'm telling you right now, you need to go into that shit with a clean slate. Like you need to have a whole different mentality. You gotta be dog eat dog. And God forbid y'all go junior college. Cause boy, that's different. Junior college a
Yeah.
whole different world. But nevertheless, man, we was talking about trainers and shit before, and the training shit is a weird topic for me, man, because I've only had two my whole life, Russ and Adam Muse. Like to be honest with you, y'all the only ones that ever trained me. If I was to say anything, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Russ, I went to you fucking freshman, junior, sophomore year of college, and then I didn't go to Adam until I wanted to get my post game to where I wanted to get to as a big guard. But what I see now is a watered down training system that I think manipulates these kids, man. And I think that shit is sad. What's y'all's take on training versus manipulation? Because that's what I believe the proper term would be. Because I think it's manipulation. You're gonna take these parents' money and their kid don't get better. They still sit on the bench. What's the issue? Like what's going on? And sometimes the kid just don't have it. I understand that. That's a
Yeah.
thing. That's definitely a thing. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times you don't see the trainers trying to give it to the kid. Like you don't see him pushing them. You don't see him doing nothing but between the legs, behind the back, jump shot, nothing else.
Yeah.
So what's y'all's opinion on that, man? I'll start with Russ because you like you said you were trainer at CP3, man. You see it more than probably all of us. You know what I'm saying with these kids and trainers and everything.
Well, the biggest thing is, you got two words. You got two words in training that totally throws parents off. It's advanced, and then there's elite. Like those two words, man. If you just throw that on a session, you will get more kids to sign up for that than you know it just intermediate or basic skills training or fundamental. They think if they're in a class where the word elite or advanced is attached to it, that's going to speed up the curve in them getting better.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where parents, and we haven't even used the word delusional when it comes to these parents now, bro. Like they're delusional. I mean, in a sense where they can really think a kid can start out playing basketball a year ago and go right into advanced training. So it's a thing of skipping steps, but it's also the trainers that want to take they're training and put elite on it by putting in a lot of, you know, advanced dribbling drills and all this stuff and this bag building to where, again, just like Whit mentioned earlier, like, yeah, you're teaching me between the legs, but you ain't teaching me when to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's levels to training where I think everybody's just trying to get they're trying to skip steps, bro. Like that's just what it all comes down to. Everybody's trying to skip steps and go from basic
To
to
great.
elite overnight. And
Doing it like that.
that's just where, and again, the trainers aren't helping because y'all are teaching step backs before y'all can even teach just a kid how to shoot a free throw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you'll hear Ray Allen say, man, I learned how to shoot from shooting free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like shooting free throws help his shot. So yes, basic, but to have to put that time in, like, you know, brick by brick, step by step, bro. Parents
It's
don't want to
important,
do
bro.
that. Kids don't want to do that. They want it now. And trainers, sometimes they'll appease these parents by like, okay, you want them to do this? I bet. So now you got you like a little dog and pony show where he can go between the legs behind his back, but then when he get in the game, don't none of it translate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in the trainer's defense, that's what the parent wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So it's a big disconnect, man, in between parent, player, and trainer, to where I don't know how you fix it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, training and skill development is a service that's needed.
Yeah,
But I think there's a level of understanding a parent got to have in how you develop skill, bro, and it's over time. It's
for
not
sure.
through special drills because you can go watch NBA players warm up. They doing the same exact drills, bro, that we
Same
do in
stuff.
trainings.
Yep.
Same stuff.
Yep.
But
You
they
know what I'm
do it every
saying?
they do it every single day too. Like
Every
that. Like these parents will go, you'll go do 2 or 3 sessions, and then that's all you do. Like the
Yep.
people that are dribbling like this are doing it every single, probably 3 times a day.
Yes. Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
again, man, I think it just goes back into this generation of entitlement, microwave generation where everybody want it now. But again, man, shout out to all of the trainers out there, bro, that's doing it the right way. I'm not gonna just group everybody that's
Yeah.
doing skill development. We're not all the same, but those ones that's trying to create and come up with all these different terminologies, like you'll go see a video back from the '80s where Detlef Shrimp was doing the Euro step.
Yeah.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
dog, y'all didn't create the Euro step, bro. Some of these moves they've been done for a while now, but everybody's wanting to create, everybody's wanting credit for developing the kids. So that's a big thing. Trainers want credit, but again, man, I don't know how you fix it. All I know is if you come see me, that's really like I'll put that on some of my flyers, bro. You're gonna learn how to do it, why to do it, when to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of how you got to teach it, man. But that can be boring and bogged down to some kids. And if you don't want to come back and see me, cool. Like I'm not
It ain't
finna
for
trick
everybody.
nobody. Yeah, I'm not finna trick nobody out of no money. So,
It ain't for everybody.
but again, I think that goes back to me having the reputation I got. Like I'm gonna always keep it real. We're gonna do it the right way, and I'd rather have that than trying to put out some type of bull job that's not gonna translate for my kids. So
Yeah.
that's just my take on it, man.
Rich.
I did skills training for like the youth for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
it goes back, like you said, man, just having so many options and seeing that, well, this trainer is teaching these type of moves. And if you got a kid that's, I'm going to say 7 to 13, 14 maybe, there's not a lot that you should be doing other than the basics, right? Fundamentals, unless they're just advanced. And I think a lot of people want their kids to do all these moves that they see. And so if you teaching basic stuff, like Russ said, it's boring. And so when I was training, I would always tell them, what's your realistic expectations? Because if this kid can't do a regular layup or he can't dribble with his left hand or whatever, we're gonna do this for the next 7 sessions until I
Yep.
can see some progress. And so, yeah, you're gonna have to pay, and yeah, you're gonna have to be consistent. And so some of them,
That's facts.
some of them will see results, but results don't it don't guarantee you're gonna make a team. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these kids just far behind, and so parents got to be realistic when you go to these trainers.
Hmm.
And just as far as advanced training, man, like every move don't go for the same kid. Like I see, guys posting and it's kids that's 6'7", 6'8", out on the wing doing, dead legs and step backs, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool, but you could be 6'8" and work on post moves and be the best post player. You know what I'm saying? And just have a basic, sweep
Hook
through
shot.
game. Yeah,
That's a
like
hook shot.
I mean, you could
Shout out my
play.
boy Top. Shout out my boy
Man,
Top.
listen, outside of like, if you look at KD is skilled, but when he on the wing, bro, he got a simple sweep through 1-2 pull up. Like he kills that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to be super advanced, but you just need to know how to pick your spots. You need to know, you know what I'm saying, what's your skill set. And so I think a lot of trainers are not telling kids like,
The truth.
use your skill set. Use your skill
Tell them the
set.
truth.
They just teaching them a bunch of bag work and like Whit said, man, you're not even gonna do that in the game, bro. So it all tie into each other.
With
Um, first, let me shout out the Godfather of the training world, lab work. Give my boy a
shout out my
shout
boy
out real
Bates.
quick.
Bates,
Our boy Bates.
Bates,
um,
and
nah, just
kinesiology,
that
kinesiology.
kinesiology. Hey, nah, but nah, just basically what they were saying, man. My big thing is knowing why. I know
Hmm.
knowing why you're doing what you're doing. And I think if they're and that's probably tougher to teach. The why is tougher to teach than the how, I believe. I mean, I'm not a trainer, but I would imagine that the why would be a little bit tougher to
Hmm.
have the kid imagine and have scenarios or situations and understand why. Like I had a kid on my AAU team that went into a whole bag series while I'm trying to hold for the last shot.
I was geek.
And I had and after I waited till we lost that game and I calmed down a little bit and then I explained to him
He was
how
hot.
I was and I'm but the thing is it really is his move and I'm just but I was like that's never the time for that
That's
move.
not the situation.
Yeah, like it's just that I think that just goes to show like they really are skilled at some of this stuff,
Yeah,
but they
Yes.
just they just don't understand why they're doing it or
Or
when to
when.
do it or and I think if training could be more that of teaching, I guess it's situations. I think that's what you have to get to a little bit instead of just going in there and drilling moves and then getting them up out of there.
yeah,
Now, look, what you just said is like, man, this is the real. This is my mental with this shit. You go in there, you skill and drill, right? We hooped, we did that, but we also did something that these kids don't do. We watched the shit, so we knew when to do the shit. Like what the shit that we would train and we was working on, we would
Yeah.
know when to do it because we would be watching motherfuckers do it. Like we would be watching college basketball, we watch NBA, we watch all hoop, any kind of basketball that's on TV, we would watch it. These kids don't do that.
Man,
You got
these
you
kids
got
wonder these kids
but
wonder why I shoot that 1 foot shot, and they think that comes from hard. And I'm like, man, Steve Nash was doing that in
man,
2006.
a long time ago.
oh,
Yeah,
Steve Nash was in that 03, oh
yeah,
04.
yeah,
Like,
Dog,
what are we
like,
talking about? Y'all don't watch like, and that's the thing, bro. Like, you could probably go ask out of 100 kids, maybe 10% of them might know the last five national championship winners from college.
yeah,
yeah,
But they don't watch basketball. They don't. Now, granted, when like Zion and it was in, oh, Zion's on Hoop Mixtape. Like you said, Hoop Mixtape, he on this shit. They gonna watch that. They gonna watch them. But you don't see that shit anymore. Like
yeah,
that hoop mixtape shit don't even really exist like that no more because there's so many of them. It's like you dead ass go on YouTube right now and type in highlight hoop highlights and a whole 30 million people gonna pop up.
hey,
30 million different things.
basketball gets watered down because it's the one sport that everybody can do.
yeah,
Everybody can discuss it. Everybody can coach it.
yep,
Everybody can train it. You don't have to have a basketball. You have to have a soccer background to go talk soccer or to go coach soccer. You have to
That's
have
true.
some kind of football background to go coach or talk football, baseball. Basketball, the
Mm-hmm.
only sport that's just come on, come
Now,
coach us
now
on
wait,
this.
hold on, wait. Now football, well, I don't. The football
Yeah,
No,
players,
well,
they go
okay, maybe
crazy.
football a little bit different,
Hey,
maybe.
listen, them
football.
football players gonna go crazy, but yeah, now them are the two sports though.
Yeah, but to me, basketball is the main sport to where everybody can just it don't matter. You ain't got to
I feel
have
like
no.
it's because it's so accessible. It's so
It is,
accessible.
it is, it
Like
is.
that's wild. And you feel like,
Nobody goes to play pickup football,
yeah,
soccer, baseball. Like you go,
and,
well, I don't know. The essays might go play pickup soccer.
Yeah,
nah,
Nah,
they
they
do.
do.
They
Nah,
do.
they
They
do.
do.
They
They do
do
that shit right
They
now. They
do.
do it
soccer
right
and
now, actually.
basketball. Yeah,
But
yeah,
like, you can go to fucking Barnes and Noble and get a how to coach basketball book, and
yeah.
motherfuckers read that shit and think they can coach.
yeah,
Like it blows my mind, bro. How and we keep saying this word, man. It's a word that's gonna be fucking used throughout this whole series. It's options. Like they got people have so many fucking options to think
yeah,
they can coach, to think they can play, to think they can fucking own an AAU team or whatever. You know, run an AAU team, whatever the fucking situation is. Everybody has so many options, but with those options, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like a lot of that shit, they don't know what they're doing. And with the training shit, like just going back and doubling back on that, Russ, you and Whit both said it. Like, why are you doing this? You don't know why. You just fucking doing it to do it.
yeah.
Like me, with or all of us, we all had something that our coach. I know y'all play for Howard, who's my guy. I love Howard West. Shout out to Howard West. That's my dude. I used to rent cars to him all the time. He told me I have to call him Howard. He said stop calling him Coach West.
Shout
So
out
I'm
to the
calling him
goat.
Howard.
Shout out
He's
to the
definitely the
GOAT.
GOAT. He's definitely the GOAT, man. And you know, like y'all know all y'all did the same shit. Like we would work on something until we got really fucking good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would shoot until my fucking arms would get sore because I knew in a mute system, run your ass to that corner and shoot the three. Like you know what I'm saying? These kids don't just work on one thing. Like they might go and shoot 20 shots. We shooting and they'll shoot 20 shots and like try to hit 20. We gonna shoot 10 and see how many we can make out of them 10. That's the difference, bro. Like that's the
Man,
like
I would be in the gym working out and working on a pump fake for an hour, and people would be in there laughing at me. At Radford, I would literally be in there for an hour working on pump fakes
and my
and,
dumb
and
ass still
step
dumb at it
throughs.
to
And
this day.
everybody going for that pump fake.
My dumb ass to this day go for it every time. Every time.
But
Every
nah,
fucking
that's
time.
like, but that, and it was simple. It wasn't like I was doing in there doing a bunch of dumb shit. Like, and that move ended up having me top 5 all time free throw shooter in Big South history.
Hmm.
So, like, yeah,
Well, look, man, we touched on a bunch of good shit, and you know when this interview goes out, I'm sure people have their opinions. Y'all might give a fuck, but I don't. I don't care. So whatever y'all got to say, y'all can say it to me. Leave my people out of this, man. But I appreciate each one of y'all, man. And like I said, this is episode one. This is just episode one. We got a whole lot more shit to talk about. The next episode is going to be about collegiate amateurism, quote unquote, and the shit that's going on with that now, because that's a whole different Pandora's box.
Oh, I
That's
can't
a
wait. I'm on these college coaches next, bro. I'm on
that's
their
on a whole
next.
uh-oh.
that's a whole different
Yes.
Pandora's box.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
They
you
be
know,
talking all this shit. They want kids that can, competitive and that.
nah, we gonna talk about it.
Episode two.
Episode
Let me
two.
know when and
Listen,
what time and where.
listen.
Uh-oh.
This shit gonna be some real in depth shit because we all got opinions on this one. I'm sure, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, I appreciate each one of y'all for taking y'all time out. It's time to drink some beer and watch some football. Let's lock in.
I don't drink, but I'm gonna watch some football.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Look, appreciate y'all tuning in this episode of Miguel's Minute. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'm gonna put all my people's IG handles on there as well. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all follow them. Shout out to Whit and Doug Salem, one of the up and coming organizations in the city. From here to Charlotte, we got everything you need. We got
Big
gear.
dub.
We got good
Uh,
Yeah.
coaching. We got everything you
Yeah.
need over there, man. But shout out to Rich over there, Walker Town, man. You know, big alum over here. You know what I'm saying? Russ, I love you, but you know I'm a Spartan forever, my boy. Hey man, hey, I
Nah,
love y'all.
shout out Russ and them demons.
Yeah,
yeah.
you can shout it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Forever.
Yeah,
But nah, man, appreciate y'all.
yeah.